I read this. It
Yeah,
made me
it's so
laugh
good.
so much. I heard you went on strike when you were in
Second grade?
Second
In
grade?
second grade.
Yeah,
You
right.
went on, what does that
Second
mean?
grade was a big year for you.
Big
wasn't
year,
it?
yeah, 1986. Yeah. Well, this is a lot like what my book is about. You know, as a kid, I was an A student. Like I said, I was a nerd. I went to Stuyvesant. But I was always torn between being like the teacher's pet and the rebel. You know, I didn't
Yeah.
know which to be.
You had that instinct in you.
Yeah, because I was like a kind of a young artist or something like that. You know, I was creative. I wanted to break the rules sometimes, and I was very good in school. But then I got bored. I didn't like how restrictive it was. It was the same thing every day. I didn't like that I couldn't talk to my friends in the middle of class. So I, out of nowhere, told my mother I was going on strike from going to school. And I did. And a part of it, too, was that I was obsessed with daytime TV and I wanted to stay home and watch my shows.
Which
right.
shows were you watching?
I was a big Regis and Kathy Lee fan as a kid.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did know that.
Yes, I was obsessed. I thought it was like the most glamorous show on television.
And did you think they were married?
No, but I loved all like the sexual tension. I thought about that too much as a child, the sexual tension between Regis and Kathy Lee. Only a gay child is thinking about that, by the way.
Did you watch Phil Donahue? Was that?
Oh, loved Phil Donahue, even like before Oprah, and it was so New York. He would have a lot of Broadway people
And he would
on.
run into the audience.
Yes, he was very liberal,
Yep.
you know, he was very like forward thinking for his time. I
Yes.
love daytime TV, and that's another reason I wanted to go on strike, because in those days, you couldn't record anything, you know, you couldn't watch it later. I had to stay
Yeah.
home
Right, you
from
had to
school
stay
to
home.
watch
How
it.
long did this strike last?
The strike lasted 2 weeks.
Whoa.
Yes, I know. And then my second grade teacher, who I talk about in my book, Mrs. Taylor, Estelle Taylor, she knew how much I loved show business and the arts and movies, and we bonded over that. She was very nice. My mother went into school early one day and pleaded with her. She said, I don't know how to get him back to school. He's usually such a good student. Mrs. Taylor said, I think he has smart child syndrome. That's what she said. I think she was just being nice.
No, I don't think she was just being nice. And I think the big takeaway from your audiobook for me is the amount of extraordinary supportive adults you had in your life that recognized in you that you were special.
Yeah, I guess so. That my parents for sure, and some of my teachers like Mrs. Taylor. And then Mrs. Taylor said, I'm going to give him more responsibility so he's more excited to come to class. And she had me collect the lunch money, and that felt very glamorous.
Very powerful. A lot of power.
Yes, and that got me back to school.